Hey, how goes it? Ken Bozak from Big. Wow, my throat is still raw. Hey, how goes it? Ken Bozak from the BitcoinPodcast.com. Here to talk about Bitcoin and Bitcoin accessories. And as always, I'm accompanied by John Crothers, aka Cryptotherapy on YouTube. Say hey, John.
Howdy do and do the how. What's going on, y'all?
How goes it, everybody? Thanks to everyone for being here. ACU5 for being first. Neo to the moon. Yes, now accepting Neo. Guys, go ahead and send me Neo. It's in an info box. That'd be cool. I never got Neo before, so that'd be my first transaction. Hey, we got some people up in the chat room. 21 Million Club, Mr. Balls. Something Let's Safa. Booyee. Yay. It's hard to say your name. James Bond is in the house, everybody. DJ Meat Popsicle, what's poppin'? What's up, Dochness? How goes it? Bitcoin Ben. Death Sixer. Hey, it's Ken Bozak here to talk about Bitcoin and Bitcoin accessories. How goes it, everybody? Neo is ant shares, correct. And K7, I will not be able to review this because I have not had the time to set it up yet. But my weekends are free, so that's one of the weekend projects right here. Anyway, guys, John, we want to dig into the token talk of the day. Oh shit, Jedi Knight's here. What's good, Jedi Knight?
Well, what's up? What's going on? Look at that.
Yeah, I didn't think Jedi Knight liked me. I'm happy to see you here, Jedi. How goes it?
Maybe that's why he's watching. The thumbs down it.
No, I bet you there's no thumbs down. He ain't petty. Anyway, let's talk about the Waves platform, man. Right now, Waves, the token, is trading for $5.58. Let me go ahead and refresh this page just to make sure you know how fast things move in this market. There we go. See, a little bit. So, yeah, Waves is up 4.10% for the day. You go down here to its. Where's the chart? Where's the chart, dude?
It's over here on my end.
Well, can I have it? Thank you.
Sure.
All right, I got the chart. So, Waves released at its release, I think at like 17 cents at the ICO. Hit this here about $1.17. Ran around the pennies, spare change, and just went volatile. Hit its all-time high about $6, almost $7. Plummeted back down to about $2 even, and now it's working its way back up to a double top. See what happens when it reaches that $6 to $7 area, and if it breaches the $7, hopefully it can keep going. If not, it's going to have a hard time recovering and gaining the market's trust after it doesn't match that resistance. Have you checked out Waves at all, John?
Nope, just heard you and some other people talk about it. Didn't know much about it, but looking at the chart here, it looks like it's wanting to increase in price. The bottoms are going up and up and up, So, other than that, no, never looked into it.
I like Waves as a platform. I like the fact that you could take like a Waves token and make your own token and give it a purpose, distribute it as you will for fun, or you could build some smart application, a DApp, or something similar to like a smart contract like for Ethereum, and you could use your Waves-based tokens that you created and give them a purpose on your platform where you could do gambling or some kind of if this then that scenario where once whatever triggers, the funds are divvied out as predetermined. I like that a lot. I like that I can make my own token, Ken token or whatever, and give it to my viewers, and they could give it its own value, or I could say, there's an X amount of Ken tokens, and they're worth 1 hour of my time, and here they go, and I don't know, and people give them back to me and buy them from me after I distributed them decentrally through like an ICO. You can use Waves to do like your own ICO. So it's pretty much as easy as we could do it. Like it's that easy with Waves. But when you go down here to
it's like it's a copycat of Ethereum.
Yes, K7 in the comments said Waves is Russia's Ethereum, sort of like I guess Neo is China's Ethereum. when you get to the how it works part, though, it looks so simple, but then you're like, oh, okay, words. Like, I don't what, but I mean, it does work with real world fiat like USD, Euro, and I feel like the GBP was in there, Great British Pound. I could be wrong. Yen. That's what it was. It was yen, euro, and dollar. And so like you could hold that on your Waves wallet. You can trade it in their decentralized exchange for like Waves, Bitcoin tokens. It's pretty cool. I think everybody should check it out just to see like how cool it is to use one Waves token and make your own token. You can make it reissuable or non-issuable, which means like once it's created, that's the cap. You can't add any more to it.
Is that the way it is for Waves? It's not mineable or anything like that. They're all released right now.
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all out. Let me go back over here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, circulating supply. Yep. They're all out and about, buddy. So I think it's cool. I have a couple Waves just because, it'd be neat to make some tokens. And just in case there's ever a short supply of these left and companies actually use them for making tokens for some reason, other than, Ethereum's Kickstarter tokens, maybe something will come to use of these. So I'm holding a couple, not many. Everybody sell your BTC and use Waves. Yes, James Bond. Thanks for the investment advice. I will definitely take your advice, James Bond, and invest all my Bitcoin and use Waves. Why don't we go over to our first story where the SEC won't let me be, so they try to shut me down on BTCE, but Alphabet feels so empty without me.
Say that again. What happened?
Why we're seeing so many Ethereum clones? So, like, do they actually think their offering is better?
Okay, somebody said in the chat, bleed. Any insight on why we're seeing so many Ethereum clones? Not really calling it an Ethereum clone. It's just a blockchain that's working on smart contract-like abilities. And I don't want Ethereum to have a monopoly on smart contracts. I don't want Ethereum to be the only blockchain that is using something that's like a smart contract. I want very many blockchains that do smart contracts. That way it is cheap. That way there's not, too much pressure on one blockchain. And there's no monopoly, So free market and open source, and this shit's going to happen. If something works and somebody sees it working, they could take it, try to change it a little bit, call it their own, and see if that works better or works well enough to do something different. Anyway, that's my take on that. So anyway, John, you want to go ahead and take it from here on this first article?
Sure, you're looking at SEC, the one with Peter Griffin?
Yes.
Okay. SEC and CFTC take opposing views on whether Bitcoin is ready for mainstream investors. In February, the Securities and Exchange Commission issued its eagerly awaited ruling on the Winklevoss Bitcoin ETF proposal, denied. Finance and media pundits and immediately declared that Bitcoin wasn't ready for the mainstream, and Bitcoin's price quickly dropped. But then something strange happened. Shortly after the reject, the price of Bitcoin began soaring from around $1,100 to at the time of the ETF decision to $3,430 today. Along the way, something even stranger happened. A different regulator, the Commodities Future Trading Commission, approved LedgerX's proposal to launch a regulated Bitcoin futures market. Who are these regulators, and why are they at odds other Bitcoin's future?
Come with me if you want to be regulated. Gotta keep them regulated.
Yeah.
Hey,
I still, maybe it's because I'm young and I'm actually in buying Bitcoin and everything, but I don't get the whole trading. I understand you can make money at trading futures and everything, but I just don't fucking get it. Why not just hold it? But there's people that are scared and don't understand it, and they just rather trade on the futures of it. But I don't know. For me, it seems like it's just better off buying the Bitcoin.
Yeah. Sorry, I was reading the chat box, Mister.
Yeah, I was
I
too.
agree
saw-
with I agree with Mister Coin Market Cap A1 Baller that that Ken and Crothers are lame. I do agree with that statement. And James Bond said, "I have another Genesis mining code you can use to get 3% off. It is no payout $0." All right, let me.
Well, I'm Mr. Lanes. If you didn't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, you are
But, yeah.
Mr. Lames, man. That's it's in the name. It's on the driver's license, birth certificate, even. So the SEC's history and mission. Following the stock market crash of 1929, Congress began considering how best to regulate the securities market. In 1933, the Securities and Exchange Commission was established with a mission to protect investors, maintain fair, orderly, effective markets, and facilitate capital formation. What are you saying? I keep seeing people tag me. Hey, boss lady, how goes it? Not mad at that. So, the SEC is entrusted with regulating securities such as stocks, CDs, and bonds. They also regulate exchange trusted funds, or EFTs, exchange traded funds. Sorry, I keep reading the chat box. It's so distracting. Where'd it go?
$5 from Popsicle.
See,
It's
that's what I
Canadian
mean.
dollars.
Yeah, $5.
Thank you for the $5 Canadian. I'm gonna go get Canadian bacon with that and celebrate with maple syrup all over. Thank you so much, DJ Meat Popsicle. There.
I like how you think money works, man.
There are a special type of security designed to track an underlying market. In this case, the Winklevoss ETF. Those guys, they had it. They almost had it. They were so open and they failed. Would have tracked the underlying value of Bitcoin by buying and selling Bitcoin every time ETF shares were bought and sold. So that, I guess, answers the question of why their ETF didn't get passed. They would technically have to prove that they were holding Bitcoin for every ETF share, and they would be in access and hold all the private keys. So how would that be insurable if something were to happen and they were to be hacked or they're whatever, something, they're in control of the private keys and they want to be regulated, part of a regulation? I don't see how that's possible. Why don't you pick up from the CFTC's history and mission?
The CFTC was created in 1974 to regulate the booming futures market. Futures are a type of instrument called a derivative whose value is derived from that of an underlying asset. When the CFTC was created, most futures trading involved the agricultural industry. Farmers and ranchers have historically relied on futures contracts to protect themselves from market uncertainty. A farmer might sell a futures contract for 1 bushel of corn at the price of $3.60. The farmer is now obligated to sell his corn to the holder of the contract at a price of $3.60. If the price of corn goes up between the time of the time the contract is executed and the harvest, the buyer of the future markets money. Makes money. Excuse me. If the price goes down, the buyer of the future loses money. Either way, the amount the farmer receives for his corn is locked in, allowing him to plan accordingly. The mission of the CFTC is somewhat different from that of the SEC, to foster open, transparent, and why can't I read this tonight? I don't even know what fucking time it is today. To foster open, transparent, competitive, and financially sound markets, the Commission aims to protect market users and their funds, consumers, and the public from fraud, manipulation, and abusive practices related to other products. Take over, God damn it!
Dude, my throat isn't any better. You know what? Why don't we go ahead and move on? We were at the 10:15 mark. We got 15 minutes till our guest. Let's move on to the next story real quick. Hey, by the way, Bitcoin is over 3,400 at $3,426.56. Right here we have Bcash at 277. Die, motherfucker, die. And then we have Ethereum at $299.33.
You just can't count on something to crash when you want it to, you know?
Yeah, right? Just die already. So this is by Joshua on Cointelegraph again. Bitcoin investor loses 50,000 as his wallet backups and all get damaged by a fire. That fucking sucks. This is a sad story. This makes me sad. I don't even want to read this, but I will. Alright, so a Reddit user claims that he lost $50,000 worth of cryptocurrency Bitcoin when the SSD where he stored his Bitcoin wallet caught fire and damaged beyond recovery. The fire could have oriented from another computer part, though. Let's see. Based on the images, which I tried to get. Sorry, I don't have them. But based on the images shared by the user on social media, the computer's hard drive was also severely burnt. So yeah, you're kind of beat on that. You can recover, but you're beat. According to the user, he or she, identity unknown, had backed up the wallet and created offline copies of the data needed to restore it. He or she allegedly wrote the recovery code on a piece of paper and also stored it on a USB drive. However, both the piece of paper and the USB drive were placed near the hard drive storing the Bitcoin wallet addresses, and they were all burnt to shit during the fire.
God, the luck of that guy.
That sucks. You would think like, oh, at least I backed it up. But like, is it even a backup if you duct tape your backup? Like that's like having one of those like zippy string things and you have a house key and the strip like that and it's like right there with your lock. Like why would you even do that?
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, I remember hearing about somebody who had thousands of Bitcoin when it was worth, you know, not a whole lot at the time, and now it's worth millions, and he threw away his drive accidentally, and he wants to go dig it out of the landfill.
yeah, exactly.
Holy
I would
shit.
do it. Dude, don't let
some-
me find out. I will be digging in a landfill. The need for safe storage, though, is real. The incident showed that digital currency traders and users should take extra precautions when backing up their data. They should keep at least one offline copy of the important information in a place that is far from their computer or laptop. They should also consider investing in a fireproof and floodproof storage device to keep their important data safe. Totally agree, you need a waterproof, fireproof safe, and you might want to do this off-site. You know, a family member or something like that, you can give them a fireproof safe, a waterproof safe. You keep your own keys, of course, and maybe you could take theirs, and you know, everybody uses the buddy system to be each other's lockbox and bank. You know what I mean?
If it's on paper laminated.
Yeah, if it's on paper laminated. Good call, babe. Definitely I'm gonna take care of all of that. The trouble in hard disk data recovery, and this isn't all true, but still, I mean, although the data that were lost in incidents like the aforementioned, I'm pretty sure that means previously mentioned, can be recovered, it is very challenging and costly to do so, and it is and isn't. You can find places that will do this for like $1,000, or you keep your broken ass hard drive, and when the Bitcoin on it becomes worth $1 million, then you pay somebody 10 grand to get that shit off.
There you go.
So it's actually going to make this person hold forever, and hopefully one day it's a piñata. In fact, their fee could be much higher than the total Bitcoin that can be recovered if they are successful. According to the user, he lost about 17, I don't know where the fifth came from, the 17 Bitcoin worth, oh, there it goes, a total of around 50, there's where the fifth came from the fire. $50,000 worth of Bitcoin, man, in a fire, all because he didn't have a backup. I mean, actually, they had a backup. but it was like right next to the main source. So what's the point of even backing it up at that point?
What do you mean? Say that again.
Like
You lost me.
they backed up their wallet. They wrote down the private key. They put it on a flash drive. They encrypted the flash drive. They had a paper, they had a digital flash drive. They had it all in the same spot. So when the computer caught fire, it took out everything. So it's like you could even be as, cautious as to back up your stuff, but if it's all in one place, what was the point? Like that's pretty funny.
So my backup isn't even in the same state. I have a copy of my backup here in case I need it right here and now. But like if my apartment were to burn down and everything, I still have a backup in another state. How about that, huh? Safety.
There you go. I mean, you could always use a seed key that's encrypted. So if you do want to leave it in your mom's and you don't trust your mom or your brother or whatever, friend or relative, to hold your seed key, you could, put it in something, laminated, like an envelope, laminate it, make sure it stays sealed or it's ever been tampered, put that in a safe, leave it at your friend or family members, and if they ever were to dig it up, they would need that passphrase because it's encrypted with a passphrase. So even if they have everything, they're still going to have to try to guess your passphrase, as long as you make it something really hard to guess. Unless they have hacker, abilities, you're probably going to be all right. Just try to make sure if you back your stuff up, maybe get a lockbox in the not so, favorable bank system or something. Maybe you want to get a bank lockbox.
I'm not worried about my parents getting a hold of my stuff. For one, I trust them, and they wouldn't do that to me. And two, they don't even know how to do it. So.
The chat box is a troll box tonight. What's going on, James Bond? What's going on, everybody?
What made you get the Ledger as opposed to the Treasure? When did those gifts?
No, the Ledger Blue is something I pre-ordered, and the reason I pre-ordered it was because it was a touch screen and it could hold the most cryptocurrencies at the time. And I liked the idea that it wasn't out yet, so I had something new and shiny. I got the Nano Original somewhere. Ooh, it's not on. It's like not wearing my rosaries. I got this after I got the blue. I just put Bitcoin on here, and it's cool because it just looks like a flash drive.
What made you get that? What made you get that after getting the blue?
I just wanted to have a cool necklace that had like, a whole Bitcoin on it, and nobody would know that it's like, like a Rick Ross gold chain.
Oh, now I know. I'm coming out there.
I mean,
you're gonna be doing your 360 video, and I'm just gonna ride by and just.
It's encrypted. It's password protected, and before you would ever get to a computer after taking it from me, I could go recover my funds onto a different wallet. So, but I just think it's cool. It's kind of like it's jewelry, it's techie, and nobody knows but me what it's really worth. Like, I'm not one to wear a gold chain because it's a $3,000 gold chain, but I am one to wear like a corny little flash drive, and it's cool to me that there's a Bitcoin on it.
Someone said in the chat box that you should get your recovery phrase tattooed just above your junk, and then don't shave until you need it.
That was James Bond, I believe, and that's ingenious, but I feel like now I know where James Bond keeps his private keys.
How's that? What'd I miss?
Oh, we're 16 thumbs up away from giving away our 0.1 Litecoin of the night. We get 50 thumbs up or 100 live viewers. One of you guys is getting some free Litecoin today. Come on, Neo. I have a buy order in it for Neo right now. I actually took some profit on that, waiting for it to come down a little bit. Neo's been crazy today, dude. We have like 5 minutes before we get on with our guests. Let me go ahead and just check out Neo real quick, man. We covered Neo, aka Ant Shares, which has rebranded itself to be China's Ethereum Smart Contracts 2.0. Where unlike Ethereum, you can code for these smart contracts in almost any codable language. Ethereum only works with Solidity. That's a very small market for developers. So, Neo is at $34.15, up 50% for the day. Right now, half are in circulating supply out of the total, I believe. And then you can go down here and see how vertical that shit's went. I mean, dude, just a couple days ago it was pennies, and now it's 30 something dollars, bro.
Pulling it up, looking at.
Yeah, Neo is doing pretty good things. Actually, after we did our token talk on Neo last week, I bought some, and I got some for $7 right after our token talk about Neo and how they rebrand it from Ant Shares, ANS. And then I bought some more when it went to $15. And I took some profit at like 30 something bucks. If it comes down, I'll buy some more. I just like to use some of these altcoins to get more Bitcoin. I'm holding some for long, but I just think it's a good way to grab some Bitcoin right now. Get on that hype train while it's there, but who knows when it's going to leave the station and greater full theory kicks in and it stops going up.
Yeah, I'm not holding any, but if I was, I'd be selling right now. Because that looks like, okay, it needs to come down now.
Yo, John, James Bond wants to know if you'll use his BitConnect referral link when you're going to start using BitConnect.
Oh, I'm already signed up under Scamcoin.
If all Bitcoin is internationally welcome, does it rated R?
Oh, rated R.
Yeah, you know what?
If all Bitcoin is internationally welcome, does it have the same value? For example.
I'll use his referral link and I'll take out a $20,000 loan. No, fuck that. There's a challenge going around, $100,000 loan.
Yeah, 100,000. Rated R. There is some arbitrage, I guess it's called, between the exchanges and the prices and everything. Some people, you can even trade Bitcoin in the same currency and make profit. So one exchange could show Bitcoin for 3,300 and another exchange could show Bitcoin for 3,420. So you could buy low and move it to the other exchange and sell for a higher, make money. But you will get most likely caught, and they don't like that. But that's really, I think, what you meant. I don't know what you meant exactly by your question, but different currencies have different values. So if the euro is stronger than the U.S. dollar, it's going to be one Bitcoin's going to be worth less euro because it's worth more than U.S. dollar. It's going to take more U.S. dollar to buy a Bitcoin than euro, right? I said that right? It's hard to explain.
Yeah, I don't know the exchange rate right now. Yeah, I think it made sense to me.
Sure, just bobblehead that one. So we have. So guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. We're gonna do a giveaway.
7 more.
How many?
7 more.
7 more thumbs up, and we will do the giveaway at the end of the show. So we have about another half hour. We're gonna have a guest come on, Benjamin, who started his own YouTube channel. John, did you send him that link?
Yeah.
Cool. He should be here any minute. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I see him posting videos in Omar Bam's Facebook group. It has like 4,000 people in the group right now. It's growing pretty big. But I see this guy always posting videos in his truck talking. So I figured we'd have him come on, talk about crypto, and get his perspective on everything. Hey, there he is. Omar Bam's Facebook. Oh, we got an echo.
Hang on a second.
Right now,
I gotta figure out how I mute you.
On YouTube, you're going to want to click the mute button on the YouTube video box that you're watching the video on.
There we go.
Cool. So, how goes it, bro? Thanks for coming on the show.
Hey, no. I appreciate you, brother. You put on a hell of a show.
Dude, half of it is the guests. So it would be a half-empty show without you here, man. I appreciate you taking the time to come on and talk. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody? Let them know who you are, what got you into cryptocurrencies, and what you do now that you are in this space. And maybe you can segue into where they can find you, and we can go from there.
Oh, okay. Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Bitcoin Ben. I got into cryptos. I recognized it relatively early, but I wasn't smart enough to jump on the bandwagon. Uh, and I really got into it where I put a little cash in there around January, and uh, and I have been hooked ever since. Love it to death. And if you're looking for me, I'm actually on YouTube. I have a channel that's called Bitcoin Ben. And basically, what I do is my regular job is I'm a truck driver. I drive around all day long. I I watch shows. Exactly, brother. Honk, honk, honk. And I watch shows. I watch your show. I watch YouTube. I listen to everything like documentaries and as much as I can on learning as much as I can on every coin, every platform, everything I can educate on, I do.
So what coins are you into? I'm sure it's Bitcoin's on the top, but like what other coins are you talking about?
I really like Litecoin. I know right now it's frozen basically, but there's something about Charlie Lee.
There is something about Charlie Lee. It looks like we lost Ben there for a second, but I'm with him. I like Litecoin. I like the fact that Litecoin has been stable, actually. I like the fact that it hasn't been going anywhere. I like that. That means that it's stable. That is my fallback for the crazy volatility in Bitcoin. That's kind of what I was looking for. And as far as Charlie Lee goes, a lot of people have been giving Charlie Lee shit for saying that he's not interested in, making people rich who invested. And, Vitalik said the same thing about Ethereum. Ethereum he doesn't care if it goes to $1 bajillion. And Litecoin, Charlie Lee says the same thing. That isn't their priority. Their priority is to make this blockchain the best that it can be. And if that gives it more value, great. They're not really focused on getting rich. They're focused on getting the code right, and that's going to get them rich.
Yeah, I'm really liking Litecoin. It's got a lot of room to go. I think it's very undervalued right now.
I think Litecoin percentage-wise has more room to grow in a 12-year period than Bitcoin does, just based on price and adoption rate.
Yeah, and in fact, I forgot I was holding on to some Litecoin on my ledger, and then I opened up like, oh shit, I forgot that was there. I was setting up, because you make multiple accounts in your ledger and everything. I was setting up my accounts for my daughter, and I was, oh shit, there's Litecoin sitting in here. How about that? So
why don't you go ahead and try to invite?
Glad I forgot about it.
Yeah, try to invite BTC Ben or Bitcoin Ben back up in here.
Okay.
See what's going on. Sorry about this, everybody. My favorite truck driving crypto personality.
We have 50 thumbs.
We have 50 thumbs. Are you serious? All right. So while you get him back on the show, I'm gonna go ahead and do the giveaway. Give it away now. This is my favorite part. I love when we hit the goal so I can give it away. Hopefully we can get Benjamin back on the show. I'm sorry, everybody. We're going to figure this out.
I told you, man, it's because you're using an Apple product. That's what's going on. No.
I like my Apple product, though. I do need Windows for my 360 camera and editing. Let's pick the winner. We're picking the winner. We're picking a winner. Thank you for all the thumbs up, everybody. Feel free to take all your thumbs up and hit the thumbs down button if you didn't win. Marvin Dean, you are the winner. Dean CoinPay. I like your email address. Respect, bruh. I'm going to send you an email. All you got to do is reply to that email with your Litecoin address, and you, sir, just won .1 Litecoin just for tuning in and throwing a thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good luck to everybody next time. Each and every weeknight, me and John will be here doing the nightly crypto show. We will be giving away .1 Litecoin every night we hit goal, which is hopefully to get to 100 live viewers and 50 thumbs up. But we'll take either or because we love you guys.
Yeah.
Don't forget to.
I wish I had some money to give away too, but I'm in a kind of position right now.
Yep, I'm just taking the YouTube money and taking a percentage of that YouTube money, buying Litecoin, storing it, and then giving it away. So it's basically the viewers are getting their money back. That's how I see it. Was reading about weed coin getting used in Vegas. Can't remember the name. I believe it's Potcoin. Potcoin in Vegas, yeah.
There's also cannabis coin as well.
Yeah, cannabis coin has been growing. I keep hearing more and more about these hemp-based coins, man. They're going to be gimmicky for a while, I guess.
You know, I don't know why the dispensaries around here aren't using something like that, you know? It only makes sense.
Why don't you go ahead and try getting Ben one more time, and we'll see what happens. And then from there, we can redirect the show. Maybe we could have somebody comment or get in here.
Okay. Sent it a third time.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I really wanted to get this guy on the show. I watch a lot of his YouTube videos. He's really passionate about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology and what it can do. So I want to post my see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil monkeys, and my sad gorilla. I'm a sad gorilla. Emojis are life.
Seems like pot coins have a use case at least. Meth coin will come out.
Yes.
Meth coin. Yeah, it'll be blue too.
Yes, it will be blue, and they'll have like the Walter White silhouette for the fucking logo. Bet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to make a Waves token.
I'd actually buy
man.
that just to hold on to it.
We should make like a nightly crypto show Waves token where like we have 350 or 300 and like something. I don't know. A little bit more than the year. We could probably do, I don't know, whatever. We could have like a bunch of tokens.
Hey,
oh, here we go,
you all
dude.
hear me?
Yes, back.
Yep.
Well, turn your phone the other way though, or the internet will go apeshit because your portrait.
Oh, dude, it went completely batshit,
Turn
and
your
I'm
phone.
old, so I don't really know. Huh?
Hold your phone sideways. Perfect.
There you go.
Aha!
You don't want to piss off the millennials.
This modern technology is just amazing. Us old people, we still don't know how to work this shit.
Yo, you know how to work it just fine, man. You're on Facebook posting videos, and like I was telling people, I see you very actively in Omar Bam, that group that he has for the crypto chat, and I see your passion for this, and I just wanted you to get your chance to, you know, get on here and talk about crypto, and you got cut off earlier, so why don't you go ahead and pick up where you left off, where you were talking about Litecoin and what your thoughts are about it.
Yeah, I love Charlie Lee. He seems like a really great guy. He's really honest. He's open. He's pretty blunt, which I like, and it's I just really like how he leads it.
I agree.
And one more thing I think we should all realize, and I'm tired of hearing people say this, we're not in a fucking bubble. Quit saying we're in a bubble. If I hear one more person say we're in a fucking bubble, I'm gonna start hitting babies. It's not a friggin' bubble. This is a revolution. This is a currency change. All right? When you have an old, crippled ass fucking currency that is slowly dying from overprinting, rolling into a new currency that, as we've seen more and more people trust. That's what's going on. It isn't a bubble. And I'm so tired of hearing people say it. I drive down the road. Every time I hear somebody say it, I just want to reach in the phone, choke the shit out of them, and slap their grandmother.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's not a bubble. It's adoption. John's dying.
The chat box blew up. It was like, we're in a bubble. We're in a bubble. They want to see you hit a baby.
Dude, I will slap the shit out of a baby.
I will slap a baby. God damn it. But you know, I understand where people are coming from, because they're not traditionally speaking. When you see something go like this and not like this, they expect it to come down sharply. We do see that, but that is very intermittent dips that are very quickly bought up. So I wouldn't say we're in a bubble, and if we are in a bubble, this is going to be like a 10-year bubble, 5-year minimum.
It's the fluctuations are if you look at them, most of those fluctuations are problems with our technology. You have Coinbase and Kraken and all of these platforms that really can't handle all of the activity, and they're having problems. They've been having problems. There's so many people trying to flood in because it's so easy now. In the old days, and as in the early 1800s, when they're like, all right, we're all over here in America now we need our own. It was hard. You had to travel on horse and all this other shit. Now, if you want a new currency, you hop online and you create an account, and then you have this brand new trade all over the world. And this is moving so quickly. It's this rise and these jumps are actually quite normal if you look at how quickly we exchange information nowadays. It's if a coin rallies, perfect example would be NEO. If you hear a little bit of information and you're like, boy, that coin sounds good, you hop online and you have it in a couple minutes. You don't have to call anybody. You don't have to call up your broker and say, hey, fucker, buy this for me. You know, it's right there. And it's reacting to it globally. That's something else people have to realize. This is global. This is not America. This is not England. This is not China. This is 8 freaking billion people who 99% of them don't even know about it yet. It's such a fraction of how many people actually know about it. And look how quickly these are jumping up. Imagine as more and more people learn about it and these larger players are getting in and you have the big boys jump in.
Yeah,
how
it's
quickly
happening.
do you think this shit's going to grow?
Well, I mean, you mentioned earlier, you know, how Coinbase is, you know, growing so fast they can't keep up with it. And as of recently, which really helps me believe that places like Coinbase are here to stay. Coinbase became the first cryptocurrency company that is considered a unicorn, basically meaning it has a value over $1 billion. And they've recently said they had over 1 million new accounts created in 1 month. And this year alone, they sold, I believe it was 25 billion or something like that. It was a lot. And that was all together. So far this year, they crypto assets than they did from 2012 to 2016. So the adoption rate and the ease of access and everything all combined into one is just creating what looks like a bubble, but it's really mass adoption coming at a rate we did not see coming due to the ease of on-ramp and all that, happening over time as well. It's just, you share a link, you get a Coinbase account. It's not hard. I have people that are like, oh, I don't know how to get Bitcoin. I send them a link to Coinbase. They're like, all right, cool, I got some Bitcoin. That was it. Like, can you buy an album on iTunes? You can buy Bitcoin. And that is where we're going to see, this mass adoption wave hit so fast, so hard, it appears to be a bubble. But, I mean, that's just traditional market mentality. They think that Bitcoin can split to, get the supply to double so they can handle the adoption rate. And that's just not how crypto works. When these traditional investors start to realize that it's a deflationary asset and how the blockchain supply really works. Again, I said this earlier. I read an article. If we get 5% of the traditional alternative currency investors in crypto, we're looking at an easy $50,000 Bitcoin per token. Easy.
Exactly. And really what's amazing is we should all kind of slow down and realize we're living in a transitional time of humanity. Our grandchildren are going to ask us what it was like right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Yeah.
And it's such an amazing time to actually be alive. And what we're seeing, and whether you believe in Jesus or Allah or whoever the hell you believe in, let's look at it this way. The growth of our cryptocurrencies, and I say ours because they are ours, our cryptocurrency is outpacing hyperinflation. That's amazing. These things are perfect. They're absorbing all of the hyperinflation that would be hitting eggs and milk and all of these other friggin' commodities. Our cryptocurrencies are absorbing that inflation, or at least part of it, and at the same time, how this is created and how this is all playing out. There's so many little people who are making a ton of money now. I mean, you just bought a car with a coin that who knows what you paid for it, and now you're driving around with your hot ass girlfriend, friggin' rolling around in a sweet ass car, riding on a motorcycle, and you have John friggin' McAfee sending you shit.
Yeah.
He ain't sending me shit.
I'm blessed, man. I got lucky, but you got to take risks
I
in
bet
order
you are blessed
to
with
get
a
there.
girlfriend like that.
I still don't know why John McAfee picked me, but I am definitely humbled. That man is awesome. I'm excited to dig into this thing.
Look at where you're at, and you have a YouTube channel that's changing the world. I don't know if you realize this or not, but your YouTube is changing the world, brother.
I don't see that, but I appreciate that. I really appreciate that.
I live in St. Louis, all right? You live up in Philadelphia. There's people from all around the world watching your show. That leads them to another show. That leads them to another show. That gets the interest going. And just like everybody else, as soon as you learn of this technology, you want to tell everybody about it. You want to evangelize this shit. You want to walk up to a preacher and go, give me the money out of your plate right there and let me buy some damn Ethereum with it, and we'll build you a new church in about a year.
Hallelujah.
Amen, brother. Preach it.
But you ain't wrong. You're not wrong, because when I first found out about cryptocurrencies, I went to every family member, every friend, and I was like, look, we're all going to get yachts. Just buy some of this shit, pick out your favorite color yacht, and just forget about it till the day comes. We're all going to be good. But you know what? Speaking of that, how do you... how have you seen the acceptance of cryptocurrency through your friends and family? Close elbow reach, you know what I mean? And when they say, what is Bitcoin, what do you say?
Brother, I introduced cryptocurrency to everyone at my work. Now that's about maybe 21 people. Not a large place. Everybody's doing it. Everybody is buying cryptocurrency. And all of them I talk to, they're telling all their friends. That's why Coinbase is exploding. And almost every place every restaurant, everywhere I go, hey, do you guys accept cryptocurrency? What's cryptocurrency? Well, let me tell you all about it. I feel like I'm a salesman for this shit, but I love it because I see what it really is. Once you see what it is and you really wrap your head around how it works, you see how these are not just coins. These are little pieces of freedom. Little pieces of freedom.
Yeah, golden tickets.
From a ruined fucking economy.
Yeah, this is going to be a huge paradigm shift. It's a shift of wealth, But are you doing over-the-road trucking or are you doing day truck? Day
no,
runs?
I'm local now. My wife would kick my balls in if I went fucking over the road again.
I was doing over-the-road for a little bit. It's fucking sucked. But you meet a lot of people, and I wish I was in cryptocurrency when I was doing that, and I could have had a lot of people to talk to, like you're able to do and everything. But
watch out for the lot lizards.
Yeah. I actually stickered and said no lot lizards on my truck, but
because they're all ugly. None of them got teeth.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what a lot lizard was if it wasn't for Jerry Springer in like 1999 or whatever.
Yeah, they're all ugly. But yet, I would try and get them to buy Bitcoin.
Get them to accept Bitcoin.
Yes, that is very important.
That'd be the shit right there. Lot lizards for cryptos.
Yup.
There you go.
You got to make a token. You got to get on the Waves platform, create a token for lot lizards, and tell them to start using it.
Yeah. You can make waves in the truck while you're buying some waves.
Oh shit, I like it. We already have a pitchable token and everything. All right, guys, ICO coming live tomorrow.
Yeah.
Has there been anybody that have you run into anybody who doesn't know cryptocurrency and you actually got them interested into it and it's like, oh shit, I better get in on this? Or
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's really almost everyone who I talked to longer than a couple minutes. If in fact my wife and I were at a charity thing like maybe a month or two ago, and almost because these are all old rich people who are getting ready to kick the bucket anyway. So I'm like, dude, you should donate your money to me. I'll invest it for you. I'll half it with whoever you leave your money to after you die. I'll take half. I'll give them half. We'll all be happy. It's literally almost every place that I go, I'll have some conversation with whoever I can on cryptos because it's so easy. You just gotta get them a little bit.
Well, how do you explain Bitcoin though in like one or two sentences without like over explaining it? But like, because most people don't even understand money and they want to understand Bitcoin. And to me, that's like wanting to understand heart surgery and you have zero idea about, health in general, like phys ed in high school, and then you're just totally skipping go and jumping to the finish line.
What I've learned works the very best. I know that not everyone can do this, but you number one, you ask your phone. They say yes. You say, all right, I want you to download this app called Coinbase, and then give them a fraction of a Litecoin or a fraction of a Bitcoin, which I know it isn't easy for everyone to do that, but if you can, you should. Because all I say is just watch it. Just watch it for a week or two. And if I really dive in and I have enough time playing cryptocurrencies, I basically explain it like this. It's an email with value, right? Except this email is so secure, it's inhackable. You can't hack it. It's very hard. It's hard to lose coins if you do a couple of basic things. That's what a lot of people are worried about, is losing their coins. And if you just have a couple of basic rules, you're fine. But you just have to just get their feet wet, and their curiosity will take over.
You're absolutely right. Actually, Boss Lady, it's me, Boss Lady. Hey, she said in the chat, Bitcoin cannot be properly explained without experiencing it. So you're exactly 100% spot on with, you got to get them on their phone, on the wallet, just to get the wallet on their phone. Once they start to get that experience, then the curiosity takes over. They watch one video, they read one article, next thing you know, they're crypto experts, because that's just how it apparently happens.
Yeah, it's so amazing. And I want you, I want everybody to realize we are in a revolution without shooting anybody, without a shot freaking going out anywhere. This is a revolution that helps whoever's involved in it.
Yeah,
That's what makes it beautiful.
The only bystanders the only innocent bystanders are going to be the friends and family who saw us talking about these digital assets and did not buy in before it went mainstream. Everybody says like, oh man, you're so lucky you have all this crypto, and I'm like, but I never sold any of it. It could go to zero. I'm taking a risk by leaving my wealth in this digital asset. And by taking that risk, I am entitled to the reward if it so prospers. And if you don't want to take those risks with me, and you want to feel entitled to the same benefits of reward, I don't know what to say, man. I mean, that's the average mentality that I see. A lot of people go, oh, Bitcoin's at $3,500. If it comes down, I'll buy some. Bitcoin goes down to $1,300, and the same people will say, oh, Bitcoin went down too much. That is too much of a discount. I can't possibly buy it now. I gotta wait till it goes back up.
Then they bet you cry because they can get it cheaper.
Every single coin I have ever freaking bought, I never timed it. When I had the money, I bought it.
Exactly.
That was it.
Yep.
I don't care what the price is. I don't look at the charts. I don't look at none of that. Because you have to realize how early we are in this.
Yes, exactly. You know what, man?
Everybody wants
to think as soon as they come into cryptocurrency, their first week, they get on Poloniex, they make a trade, they make some Satoshis, and the next thing you know, they're a trading expert and they're margin trading on the exchange next week. And I just want to let those people know that you're an idiot. You're not a trader. You can't lose money in this if you buy, wait, sell. That's just it. I mean, you're not an expert because you bought something, you waited a couple days, and then you sold it. That is inevitably going to happen with every single one of these digital assets over the year. You could throw 10 darts at any altcoin. More than 50% of them are going to make you more money than you threw it all together. It's just bound to happen. So I'm really tired of seeing people come in and go, I'm a trading expert, and then you have to just sit back and wait for them to burn themselves down because they're never going to take your advice. So what I want to know is, like, what do you tell your friends and family that you do get into this, and how do you keep them away from being like the the almighty trader day one? Like, people really do start to throw money away as soon as they get involved in this because they see that they made a profit one week and they think they're an expert. How do you keep people from going overboard and doing what you're saying? Just buy, accumulate, and wait.
To tell you the truth, I don't worry about it.
Good call.
Because I really can't. I have never sold one coin I've bought. Never. I've held on to every single one I've bought. And since January, or a little after January, it has went up so much. It's ridiculous. I originally bought Ethereum when it was $21, and I've held it. I haven't traded it. I haven't spent it. I haven't changed it over to this, to that, to that, to this. I don't worry about that. I buy and I hold. I don't trade, because if you're holding one of the top coins or one of the top 20 coins and you hold it for a year, if you hold it for 2 years, you're super fucking good. If you hold it for 3 years, you're buying a yacht. It's just the most important thing when you buy a coin is you in who, number one, who's running it. Other than Bitcoin, who's running the coin? Do they have a record of performance? And number three, does it have a reason to exist? If it doesn't have a reason to exist, then you don't buy it. There's no, read up, educate yourself, purchase. That's why I love Litecoin. I love Litecoin because I really like Charlie Lee. Charlie Lee has convinced me he has a plan. He's way smarter than I am, and I'm just gonna hop on his fucking back and ride this motherfucker to the moon.
Yeah, I'm with you. That's another reason, like, I got into Ethereum. I like Vitalik. I mean, the dude was, what, 19 when he wrote the white paper for Ethereum?
Somebody give that guy a Tic Tac. He is fucking skinny.
Yeah, some people are naturally alien looking when they're not from Earth, though, you know?
That's true. Aliens look different than we do.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess we could leave on that note, man. We're coming up on our closing time. Hey, John, do you have a closing question or anything you could ask the guest, or any last words before we get out of here?
I was going to ask you if you were into trading or into cloud mining or anything like that, but it sounds like no. Like you're just in that holding mindset that I'm starting to get into. So
what?
I'm getting on your...
What are you talking about? I love the BitConnect. I'm going to get a BitConnect.
We're all going to get
line here.
That almost killed me. Oh my god. I'm gonna get a BitConnect tattoo. Yo, somebody should buy me a BitConnect tattoo. I'll get a BitConnect tattoo if somebody wants to pay for it. 1 Bitcoin. Somebody send me a whole Bitcoin. I'll get a goddamn BitConnect tattoo. That'd be fucking funny.
I'm gonna start a fundraiser.
If somebody gives me a whole Bitcoin, I'm going out tonight and I'm gonna get a tattoo of BitConnect's logo.
You're fucking twisted, brother.
$20 is $20. You know what I'm saying?
That's what the hooker said.
Yeah, that was probably my mom. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, mom.
Hey, my mom was a hooker, and look at me, I turned out great.
Exactly, man. That's it, guys. My man, Bitcoin Ben, my favorite crypto truck driving host. Make sure you guys check out his YouTube channel. I have the links in the description box below. Please don't forget to check out the link to Changely, my favorite affiliate sponsor of the show, and
ACU $2.
oh, whoa, ACU, thank you so much, ACU5 for the super chat. You rock, man. Thank you so much.
He wants to know. He wants to know what your truck handle is.
I really don't have one, but if I did, it would probably be something like Bitcoin Ben.
I like it. I like it.
It makes sense. Yeah.
All right, guys, don't forget to click subscribe, flick the alert bell right next to subscribe, leave a comment below, and thumbs up everything, because thumbs up is awesome. That's the good direction. This is the not good direction, so that's the one. If it looks like this, click it. Thank you. And yeah, guys, anything else? Anything am I missing, babe?
I don't think so.
All right, guys, thank you and have a night.